Now we're gonna start recording this. This is for the YouTube, so yo, if you're paying attention and you're here, I appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube when you see this on YouTube. Right now we're on Twitch. If you ever want to stop by the Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Sparta's Darkness. Appreciate you. Let's get back into this. Yeah. Aim of Hawkeye. Aim of Hawkeye. Yesterday I played right until the point where they showed the name, where it goes like Forbidden West. And I was like, alright, I'm good. I feel like they pulled back the screen a little bit more than it used to be too. What's man? Actually, so many different buttons to crouch, different games.
Time to fight.
Oh. Game of Hawkeye. Play with me, boy. Yeah, they got some grappling hook Batman shit in this one. It wasn't in the first game. That grappling hook shit. part one's still fire though. So far, part one's still better, but
It's green like blaze, but it's hard and shiny.
I feel like it's always hard for part two to top part one. Around the world can be used for upgrades to weapons. But it's also like a you know how like in Ghost of Tsushima, how you be getting sidetracked. Yeah, part two is like Men in Black 2 ain't that shit don't hold a candle to one.
Might be able to tinker with my other gear too. Well, you look edible. Once you're cooked.
She needs weed. We can roll her up anything she needs. It's not. We're French. It's not considered. She needs something now? But yeah, she doesn't, baby. We should just hold up now.
Outlander approaching.
Is that the
Yeah.
savior?
Wanna come in, Savior?
And then Men in Black 3 was alright.
Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
By the forge.
Yeah, it really is. And then I don't even want to talk about that last one.
Aloy, what are you doing here?
One where they went to London.
About time there was something worth looking at in this dump.
And then
It's nice to see you too.
they kept throwing
And not a
jabs
moment
at it
too
being
soon.
called Men in Black
Come on.
the whole movie. Bro,
Damn brewery's the only thing
get
I can
over
count
it,
on in this
bro.
place.
Not everything
Yeah,
can be
I
a part
heard.
of the feminist movement.
Sheen's work stoppage.
Men in
Oh,
Black
those are just the
stays.
latest malfunctions. Chainscrape's always been a few tools short of a kit. And right there is the biggest tool of all.
Not our problem. The bristlebacks are everybody's problem.
Roland,
They was throwing wild
You've
shots
heard
at them. That shit was sickening.
But he's a story best told over a cold beer.
Petra. I'm just passing through. I'm headed west.
Oh,
There's an embassy at Barren Light I need to make happen, and then I keep moving.
ah, of course. Bigger gears to grind. Well, Flame Hair, good to see you.
But I was saying, let me know when you
Gotta
trying to play
move
Petra.
the Legends of Ghost of Tsushima too.
But if you want a cold beer and a few laughs with an old friend, come find me at the brewery. Your choice.
That's what I'm playing besides this.
Well, this Olvan guy sounds like trouble. Maybe Petra could use some support. But first things first, I need to find that workbench and upgrade my bow.
How am I supposed to work with a hammer in this state?
Gather items. And
We need the last supplies from you.
When's that gonna be?
this is where all my DLC shit should be at. No. Yeah, this is all the DLC shit. Thanks to the homie. And this one, it looks like, I don't know if, when it comes to the skills,
No idea. I can follow up and ask.
yeah, they really reach with that. Warriors bows are quick firing bows, short range. Unlike other bows, they deal maximum damage even when not fully drawn, but they lose accuracy. They break them down into skills. I'm pretty sure you can use all of them together. But like if you wanted to be a melee artist, then you would max out on these. But so far, the only two that I've seen that look okay for me, Hunter, Survivor, and the Machine Master. Out of baffle. No, I was saying, yeah, they was wilding with that Will Smith shit when they let Will Smith die, bro. I hate when people die off stream. That's the corniest shit to me. Even what was it, Triple X 2? That shit was fire with Homeboy with Ice Cube in it. But I don't like that they was like that he just died in like he died on a mission. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that. Hunter Bow. No, Thunder Elite. Oh shit! This looks like it's from the old game. Hold on, give me some out of back. I'm back. Then he just died out of nowhere. Facts, bro. Come on. He was smoking shit in Triple X. He just got smoked out of nowhere in Triple X too. The hell's a J feather? Ammo that deals. Scan them to see if their weakness to acid. Once in this state, enemies' armor take damage over time has been. 2 acid canisters.
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristlebacks.
Yeah, you!
Maybe that.
I could take her.
My girl put mad liquor in Jack and Coke.
Hey, Mildef. Mildef. I took some of your stew last time I went into the wilds. Kept me going for a week. Felt like I could have put a strider in a sleeper hold. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount I feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals, no trouble.
How did you end up in Chainscrape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. That was a neat
Look like
work.
a mammoth. Look at this. I put up a picture. Wish I could look at it like closer. But this is in like the. I guess he paid for the collector's edition.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and I'd say a big handful of bitter leaf stems. That'll do. As for the griddle, a corrugated metal panel might suffice until I can have a new one forged. You'd likely find one in a scrounger pile, if you follow the river to the northeast. Don't worry, I'll clean it first. You'll have no issue finding boars and bitter leaf on your way. Assuming you're as much a hunter-gatherer as your clothing suggests.
Thanks, Mildef. I'll keep an eye out.
So that's what gratitude sounds like.
And don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Thunderjaw. The Thunderjaw and the Mammoth shit was like the hardest monsters.
Already got enough bitter leaf. Just need to hunt for some wild meat and grab the metal panel from the scoundrel pile.
Pretty sure it's your round. You can't be my round.
Why else would we leave the glory of maze?
We are on the same side here, Homer. The bristlebacks threaten us all.
Fire spit! You're the first Lord who's ever spoken into the valley.
Sent them straight through. What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the Savior herself, Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
At least they know you.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater
good,
gears
bro.
for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course.
Now,
Got to
Phil,
get
did
rid
you
of
play
them
part
if
one?
You want that embassy to take place? Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast.
I'll be dropping all the videos on YouTube.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate.
Well, I refuse to play nice to some
What's
fancy
good, Retro?
robed parchment
Welcome
pusher
to the
when my
Bergs.
fellow laborers are being
Welcome to Burger
bullied,
Nation, man. How you
intimidated,
doing,
and taken
bro?
advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble, ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything.
Oh, you
or
playing
dropped
Pokemon
opportunity into my lap.
Arceus? A man of refined
Everything I've
taste.
achieved, I've done on my own.
See, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people be hating on that game, but it's fire. I ain't gonna hold
The
you.
burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did.
Yeah.
We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up
I
their
find
mess
your
and
lack
give
of
us the fair
faith
deal we
disturbing.
deserve, I'm not risking Osram
That's how I feel about
lives.
you, Jacob.
Fair deal.
On your lack of faith
You mean your
disturbing.
concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Osram laborers of this
But
land
I wasn't
who do all the
gonna
backbreaking
get
while
the
only
game
Carja
until
reap the
probably
rewards.
next week.
All we're
Third.
asking for is the ability to share
My homie
for a land
L2K
worked by the
Snake,
people, for the people.
the homie, dropped some love
Just how
on me.
much would be your share?
Only an
He
amount
gifted me-
appropriate
he
to
gifted
my
me 10
contributions
subs
to
and
this
he,
community, of course.
He dropped 100 cash on me. We
Oh,
definitely.
honey, you know that new video game that I've been waiting to come out? Yeah. It came out today. So I'm not going.
If
Oh, this
Chainscrape
guy,
is on
yeah.
Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Osram folk, of course. You think a Carja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then. People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with
Anyone who
Chainscrape
sounds nice
from
in
the
this
beginning.
game. Yo, there was
I
one
mean,
dude
I'm
that I
practically
killed,
its founder, and it's
and it
honest
made me
folk
want
know
to.
I'm
It made me want to
indispensable
do
to
the
its
whole
success.
game over, Because there's an achievement for having everybody that you can have at the end
You
of the
said
game.
you founded Chainscrape.
And it's some dude that keeps like he keeps like challenging you to a duel.
Found it, I said.
And then at the end of the
I
game,
alone
you
saw
actually
its
take the
potential, but it
duel.
was just a
But you
smattering
have a
of
choice
tense
whether
and
to
barren
kill
like
him or
shadow.
not. And I killed him because I thought that was the
invested
right
in
thing
the
to do.
mine, convinced some friends
But it
back home
wasn't.
to do the same, and here we are.
You're supposed to beat him
You could say
and
Chainscrape is what it is, thanks
and tell
to
him
me.
get up out
So
your
you're not
face,
just
basically.
standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but
Maybe
my
want to play the
main
whole game over,
priority,
bro.
as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osram.
I'm on the dark side, bro. He was.
Where's the whistle?
Right in the middle of town, but with the threat out there, I'm not
Bro,
endangering
he was
innocent
harassing
Osram
me.
lives.
I'm going to clear out the bristlebacks. And when I'm done, this valley is going to get moving.
If that's what it takes. Until then, I'll keep looking after the safety of these good folk.
Just be ready to blow the whistle. Better see what that Karja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Took you long enough.
I was dead just talking.
Got a problem?
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me.
Appreciate the luck, man. Thank you for
Won't be
pulling
the
up
last
on me,
injury
you
of holding
bird.
each other's tongues in this town.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Ulvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? How come Ulvin's in charge? Don't these mines belong to the Karja?
Try telling Ulvin that. He brought in all the backing to get them open. Might as well own them. Fire and spit. You ask him. He owns us as well.
You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah, a couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvin and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
These people look so
Who's
realistic.
Corvin?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. But Ulvin, his demands go beyond unreasonable. Corvin's been doing his best to appease him. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Ulvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions. But if the whole mine becomes unstable, I'd rather suffer Ulvin's wrath than die buried in rubble.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the...
Got you, Papa.
I'm drunk, you. Certainly so. I like you. Anyone see where I put my drink? All the time. Anyone? Oh, there it is.
Sit down before you get. Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original, straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
For the card game? Get us a tour.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points
like
by
Nene
destroying
Leaks.
the opponent's machines.
Yeah, she does.
It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner? That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. How powerful their attacks are.
Have you played part 1? How's your day going, Zell?
The distance they can strike from. And of course, their health. Okay, I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go. Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. Remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder. Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so just end your turn.
I plan on getting this too, probably. Yeah, I want to see how it is.
We're forging onwards.
I'm doing good. I was playing Ghost of Tsushima. Well, I was playing Pokemon Unite earlier. I actually got a win.
And we're back to you. Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close. When performing
I played a little bit of it yesterday, but I was sleepy. I couldn't get too much in.
Opponents. A machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power. This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power.
I get
and
that.
Just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat
Is this their
power
version of
between
Gwent?
the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of... Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now grab that... See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this.
Yeah, I do too.
Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but
Triple
it will damage your
triad.
machine's health by 2
Wasn't that Final Fantasy
so use
8?
at your own discretion.
Oh, my bugging.
Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean.
Game is this? Yeah, it was, right? Yeah. Yeah, boy. Hold up. Tap machines to deplete and overcharge.
That's about it for your turn then.
Yeah, that game was fire, man.
I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine.
Oh, you will.
Now let that machine have it.
Hold up.
Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points. You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards... You're gonna have to move that machine downwards if you want to see this next trick.
Oh, they're basically forcing me. Okay.
You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do, which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first.
Oh, okay, I get it.
That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember to always check for the best terrain to attack.
It's not at all.
You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain.
And I appreciate you stopping by, man.
I know it's
If you're liking the content, make sure to follow the Berg Nation, become a part of the Bergs, and we are also on YouTube as well,
These
and
are
Discord
all my spare
too.
pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them. It's a small set to be sure, but it should be
I haven't
enough
heard
to get
Triple
you
Triad
in
in
any
so
strike
long,
games you
man.
find out there.
Final Fantasy VIII.
You might
I was
be
just
fancy
going
looking
over
out for them strike carvers.
with my friend like my top 5 Final Fantasies. The Final Fantasy VIII is still in my top 5. It used to be 1. It used to be number 1 for me.
You might find them in the wilds
But
if you're lucky.
it's in my top 5 a little bit because of nostalgia.
Night of machine hunting or brew.
'Cause I didn't know how to abuse the
Always a pleasure to help out new
the
strike
junction
players.
system when I was younger. So I just played the game. Man.
Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards. I could even teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
It's over, Anakin!
Ah, the high ground.
ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it!
Knock back entertainment.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike.
It's over, Attic.
Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more
There's some
damage
mountains
you can
that
do.
Obi-Wan.
So finding the right terrain
That was
is an
named
essential strategy
Obi-Wan
for
because of that
overpowering your
clip. For
opponent.
real?
Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines.
Obi-Wan is the high ground. Oh, that's funny as shit. All right.
Now let's take a look at your machine's combat power. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out.
And for me, as that game was around the time I was growing up. Exactly. I definitely nostalgic because when I went over the list again, I think it turned out, what was my favorite one? Final Fantasy is it's 12. Final Fantasy 12, then 8, and then then it's the one with Terra. I keep forgetting if that's 6 or 4. Then the one with Cecil and what's his name? Kane? The guy when you're the where you're the Dark Knight and then you turn into the Paladin. And then my last one was part 9, the Thief. I didn't play part 9 until, like, I swear to God, like 2 years, like probably like not even 2 years ago, like 3 months ago.
There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve.
And I was like, God damn, I slept on that game. That game is amazing. Part 9.
From attack.
I don't know why I didn't play that before.
Place it in front of my second machine. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's standing on grassland terrain. This terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack powers since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on 4
the high
terrain,
ground,
which is worth 1 point.
Terra is 6, Cecil is
This
4.
means my
Okay,
combat
cool.
power adds up to 1 point.
So yeah, Terra,
now, the
then
front
Cecil,
of my machine is
then
colored
9.
blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both machines, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. Ha! See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable to attacks. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well.
I love me
That's
some
why
Final
breaking
Fantasy.
the machine's defenses is a great way.
One of
to
my friends
deal
told me
damage to
he don't
several
play Final
pieces at
Fantasy.
once.
He's not really a Final Fantasy guy.
Useful,
I was like,
right?
I don't know.
Okay, now go ahead and end your turn. There's still one more thing I want. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power point from most machines. It'll also keep your machine from moving for the rest of the turn. Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left.
That'll also keep you immune after every turn? What it said?
See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think that's enough yammering for me for now. Promise it'll all come in handy next time you play.
Machine types and tutorial.
Here for more tips?
Why
don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game,
you know what? I
you get
did
to
like.
choose which machines
I'm
you
not a
place
big
on the board.
7 fan.
Each one is worth a
because
certain
I played.
number
I
of
was about
setup
to say
points,
Dirge or something.
and
I
you
played
can spend
Crisis
up to
Core.
10 assembling your army.
After I played Crisis Core,
Knowing
I
what
really
each machine brings
wasn't
to the
feeling
game
Cloud.
and building an army that matches your strategy is the key to becoming a machine strike master. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep in mind. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same time. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move or how much attack power they have. But a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents.
He said 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10.
Machine type.
I loved 8.
If you look at your notes, you'll
I
see
didn't play
this
9
machine
until
here
now,
is
but
a melee type. You can
9
also
is a
tell by the
masterpiece.
shape of the base the piece
And
stands
10,
on.
I was so
A melee
addicted to
type
Blitzball.
machine
I
attacks
just
the
played
first
10
enemy
over
within
a
range,
month
and
ago.
no one else. We've seen this plenty
And
of
I'm on
times,
10
so
too
just
now.
move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff.
But that game is so different from...
Great, now grab your other machine.
Yeah, I love that game. It made me look
Looks
at
like we
Cloud
got
in such
ourselves
a
a
different
gunner
light.
type
Because one of my
machine here.
friends,
This means they'll only hit
he
the
swears
farthest
up and
enemy in their
down.
attack range. Let's move that machine forward and in here so we can take a look at the rest of the pieces. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machine types yet. But I'm pretty sure
They're
you've
definitely
got
trying to make a
more
new
important
Boyd
things to do, so I made you a list. It's got all the tips and tricks we talked about, too. I think that about does it for now, so...
Let's play a match.
Let's play.
Oof. Do you stream, by the way? Zia. Zia. How you acting like a...
My turn. You're up, Red.
There we go.
Time to make my move.
I thought you couldn't attack when you hit those.
Looks like you're down to one piece.
Oh, Jesus.
That was brutal.
SBG, appreciate you.
Your move, Red. Oh, looks like I lost.
Here we go. Wasn't too bad. Open glossary.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, hold on. Might do a test stream this weekend. All right, I'm gonna pull up on you, bro. I am looking forward to the Elden Ring. Gonna shout him out. Make sure to go check out my boy Super Black Gaming Bros. I don't think I've met his brother because I know it's him and his brother. Alright. Oh, these are my types now.
You got some choices to make, huh? Feeling daring, are we?
Can you only move to it? Okay.
Serious. That's it for me. Armor is your best friend in this game, I'm telling you.
I can't hear, but there's a guy out there. I pronounce it Zeze. All right, I got you, Zeze.
off the board it goes. One less piece on the board. Taking a risk, huh? Time to get serious.
We're about to watch.
Ooh.
Board's all yours.
You still sleeping? For the longest. Do you hear this guy out there?
Knocked right off the board.
Yeah, it is.
Time to make my move. Your turn. Armor is a machine's best defense.
Oh no. All right.
My turn.
I'm getting it now. No!
Guess luck's not on your side today, Red.
I get it, I get it.
Good luck.
Hold up, who did he?
Okay, let's see. Board's all yours.
Jesus, I messed up. He pressing this L1 by accident.
I'm up. Oh, guess you're done, huh? All right, let's start off
No,
simple.
oh, I picked the wrong one.
Indicate here? Okay. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, it shows that I'm following you, Zizzy.
Time to get serious. Your turn. I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Well, that's done now.
Eh?
Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. You are on a roll. Hey, I like that piece where it was. What a
Getting it. I'm
hit.
getting it. Of course.
Well, that's done now. Your move, Red. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. Now that was a game, even if I lost.
There we go. Getting it. We getting it. Mhm.
Here we go.
Told you.
Time to make my move. That's it for me. Oh, seriously? Knocked right off the board. I'm up. Off the board it goes. One less piece on the board. That was brutal. was a surprise. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Your move, Red. Well, that's done now. That was the perfect spot. Oh, I thought I had that one.
Here we go. Here we go. That's nice.
This is gonna be fun. You're up, Red.
Hold up, what the fuck?
I'm up. You have to admit, that was impressive. One less piece on the board. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I pressed in turn by accident.
Knocked right off the board. was a surprise. Ah, off the board it goes. Time to make my
No, I
move.
keep pressing triangle by accident, bro.
That's the game. You up for a rematch?
That's what those joints cost a lot. That's why he had way more than me.
Let's do this. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. That's it for me. That was the perfect spot. That was brutal. One less piece on the board. Knocked right off the board. Guess I shouldn't have left that weak spot open, huh? That was brutal. Thank the forge you hit armor.
Well, how about that?
I'm up. Your turn. Well, spark my forge. You have beaten me on every one of my boards.
There we go.
Now that deserves a prize, I said.
Dude. My two ability points. Defeat all beginner strike players to earn this reward.
Come back anytime, Red.
Who else wants to smoke?
Savior, thank you for taking the time. And my condolences that you had to endure Ulvant's bloviate.
Appreciate it. What you playing right now, bro?
Of course. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvant up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvant wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
Let it go.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvand blasting hot air all the time?
Oh, he's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristleback...
Yes, according to Sid, he took off and ran all the way...
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvant will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding barren light instead.
Alright, man, I appreciate you pulling up. If you get on, I'll definitely stop by. Make sure to drop by the YouTube and join the Discord, brother. Appreciate you, fam. I'll see you later, Zay.
Help! It's after me!
That bristleback's gonna run him down. Get to safety! Get inside until it's safe.
Oh, I'm leaking. Weakness. He's weakness to lightning. Get over here, big man. Where'd he go? This is a new ball. I'm gonna stick with my hunter bow.
Got my chance.
Oh! Alright, cool. Where are we going? I love how this joint looks.
Looks like some sort of quarry. And it's full of bristlebacks. I can't avoid that machine. I could learn there's a carbon here.
No.
Vault said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley.
Missed. Man, need that. So back, whatever the hell these are. Shoot environmental traps. Oh, these. Okay.
I can use shock ammo.
I have shock ammo. Oh, strong, weak versus. Oh, he's strong versus. Stop using those. These are wars. This is why they give you all these environmental shit.
There. Quarry's safe.
Didn't even notice that. Where's the other bristle? Damn.
I don't know what Anora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
At least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Alvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a dawn before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to
Hell
get
fun. She
going.
gave me serious
Stay safe.
waifu vibes.
Thanks
I don't
to
know
you,
why.
that might actually be possible today.
Like this the most. Me. I just seen it.
That should be enough wild meat for Mildef.
What's that? No. All right. Okay. Let me charge. Finally switch the bow to shoot the. All right, cool. Put up 3 arrows. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a good one. Probably gonna play mostly hunter. If they limit you to how many. Run again. This shit actually rammed it. Okay. Over there. Oh, it got moves now. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Hold up. Over there.
Dead bristleback by the falls. Gotta check it out. Died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up.
At least they let you get this right in the beginning. It took a while before you could.
Sun sets in the west. Our prayers will be answered. We must be patient. Vigilant.
Dead machines. And a trap. Looks like someone's been trying to keep this trail clear.
I mean, there's tripwires.
An old mine. And a lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? But how? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. This'll be my stash when I need it. Okay, let's see where this leads. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way. There's smoke from deeper in the mine. An explosion? Bristlebacks. So they did come through here. They must have gotten trapped. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. take a look at where the
If it
smoke's
was
coming
strong, they
from.
would have killed him.
There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the mine runs pretty far back. There's a lot of blaze down there. There's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Ovind. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Ovind must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Anytime I play a game like this, I gotta
secretly blasting in the mine.
fight the urge to roll a little
Squeeze
bit.
it for all it's worth.
At least they did something about it. You can't roll
Bristlebacks stampeded through.
4 or 3 times. Last game I was.
The explosions blew away open. But from where?
Flip swing. You missed stuff. Back here.
Don't find green shine too often.
Oh shit. I'll keep pressing R2. Come on, buck up, let's go. At least they ain't pull like a Metroid Prime which you lost all powers. Looks like they're just gonna add on. Oh, that caused things to return. Oh no, we're not.
This whole area is right with tripwires. Always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do! I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override that.
She was gonna help me fight them.
Forge showed up. Tripwire's handy. Nothing's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me give things proper like.
I'll keep these on me.
Gotta take your tripwire. NPCs.
I see you're a practiced hunter.
I used to do that a lot.
Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
New Vegas.
Yeah, just a bit ago. Down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do.
South, after more bristlebacks?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster. Not just any tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chainscrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chainscrape?
Well, like someone.
Let me guess. Olvend.
Back when I had a place in
You spit when
town,
they hear your name?
took a real interest in my
Right.
wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that Jeff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got in all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
That's one of the most annoying people to fight right now.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Oh yeah. The first anchor. Be careful now. pretty good.
Something else you needed?
It's super adventure-y, but you know, I don't mind.
I should keep moving.
Yeah, I'll ramble all day if you let me.
I don't know how good it is as a like a streaming game. It's pretty chill. They complicated the finding out the weakness type of thing. But it does feel good though, and it looks good. It looks real good. How you doing today, Juniper?
Trucks. And the errands. And the vanguards.
Alright, man, I appreciate you.
These bristlebacks are everywhere.
Thank you, Junie. Yeah, I see. It's good to see you back in full form. Or at least half.
Got him. Let's go, bitch.
Yeah, right? I'm not feeling like the weather's been super bipolar in New York City. It was hot yesterday, it got cold, and then out of nowhere it started raining at the end of the night. I was like, why do we like New York City? I don't understand that. Is where you at? Are you still under lockdown?
Sounds like
'Cause I know
someone's
Canada has been
fight.
kind of crazy.
I can grab this from my stash later.
Our homegirl Yammy Yam is from there. Oh, my son from the first game. Let's go.
Another one down.
Now this is what I was forged for. No ledgers to fill. No boring mid-afternoon patrols.
There's some crazy riding over there.
Just the fight.
Okay. Yeah.
Aloy?
I heard it's getting crazy over there.
Errand!
But what are they riding about?
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest. Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
And turn into scrap, Aloy.
That's it!
Get away from me. Oh! These acid arrows are really cool. He was just reelected. That sounds like he was doing a really bad fucking job. You see how the mayor of New York went out? They was shitting on him on his way out. They're like, good riddance. Don't sound like
Caught me
he's
in
doing
my
a good
best.
job. Don't sound like he should have been reelected either, to keep it above with you.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire...
We're not even in the Forbidden West
we
yet.
did.
I feel like we gotta do some shit so we can
didn't
head
end the
west.
threat. It just slowed it down. There's still more to do.
Really?
We're not even in the Forbidden
Well,
West.
that's great. I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up
Be in the
against,
same
your spear,
position
my
right
hammer,
now.
just
They're
like old
crazy
times.
racist idiots that are mad. Have nothing
Erend,
better
I
to
need
do.
the embassy now.
Yo,
I can't
here
wait
I'm
for you to
thinking
heal.
Canada's the
Couple of
friendliest
days
place to
rest, it's
be.
that.
Actually,
Oh, now y'all nuts out there, man.
even if you weren't
Junior,
hurt,
you crazy? Let me
what
know.
I have to do, it's...
Did I become
It's
best
better if I
friends
do
with a
it alone.
crazy girl?
Alone.
Today, mass
that
mandate
figures.
protest. Lordy.
Aaron,
Swatch
I hate to interrupt the romance,
on
but
Canada
I'm pretty
flags.
banged up here.
Jesus Christ, they making y'all
Don't
look
blow your
bad
blaze,
out
I'm
there.
coming.
This just keeps getting better.
They making y'all look
Listen.
bad out there.
I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you
Canada
want
has
this
rednecks.
embassy to
Yeah,
happen,
true.
we're gonna need this.
Where it
son
doesn't have
priest,
rednecks, right?
Studious Wadis.
Oh, I know him. I'll clear the Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wide East to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Ugh. Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming
All
from?
right, cool. I appreciate
Just,
you.
forget it, yeah. Ugh.
I'm telling you, every now and then you gotta send me a picture on Snapchat so I know you alright, man. With the tongue out,
fine.
of course.
No, after the battle at the Spire, when you took off, you left without so much as
It's
a handshake.
a wellness check. It's a wellness
People
check.
like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person
He's
does
tight.
that?
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing...
Because everybody was in love with her, man. She
on
got the
Earth is in
serious
danger.
waifu vibes for some
And only
reason.
I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Everything dies unless I succeed.
Well, then let me help. Oh,
You can't. There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay,
Aaron, by the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
He's sick. That boy in love.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Chain Scrape can get back to work now. I'll go give Olfert the good news. Bloodies, too. Then maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Sound like we playing Infinite Assault tomorrow. Then. Oh. Come here. I was just playing Unite with Jacob earlier. Oh, just hit me up. I'm about to get off this in like what, another 20 minutes? I was about to get off before Big Head showed up, so I was gonna play a little bit more. I mean Juniper, my bad.
That machine. It must be a bristleback. Maybe errand.
My girlfriend asked about you the other day, Junie.
Gotta get down. This isn't a place for a machine. Time to get Ulfin.
She asked how you was doing. She hasn't seen you in a while.
Still here, I see.
Like, she's doing good, but I was like, you know, she live in Canada though, so a little crazy over there.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills. Make sure the valley is safe again. It shouldn't take more than a day or two.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather around. The savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The bristlebacks are defeated.
He just put a new GQ picture on Facebook.
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Haha.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Outfits, what have you.
Well, the chain scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to bed.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvund's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvund's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How does blaming the Karja...
Look, claiming Osir, well, even with the Alva...
And if the...
Correct.
I need to go.
Of course.
If I'm gonna find out where the bristlebacks came from, I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going?
Ulvund must be...
brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Sharpshooter bow. That. Fire hunter bow.
Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
And the nurse goes, oh, I see it.
Reduce the accuracy of the fire removal.
Give them hell. They'll be friendly in no time.
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so wouldn't hold my breath.
What I do is fire do. Blaze canisters with fire arrows. Yes, just told me that.
You look like someone in need of new.
Looks like the charred remains of a shop. Might have been Thurles's. The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, buddies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Wait. I don't know why they made this like make noises. What the fuck is that? Not carrying anything, bro. What you huffing and puffing for?
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. One take on the boat and first. Maybe put the travel on that drink.
But they're better for you.
I want to see more.
Hey, Ray.
Change your mind about that brew?
You want to play, Ray? You're probably busy. I understand.
I already beat you, that's what it is.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
Iron spit does not sound
That's
good.
a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
I saw. They won't let anyone up the old trailhead southwest of here.
And therein lies the problem. A stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them
No
talk about
running
that
from a
before.
stormbird.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Tolland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Ulvin's plans. Now, if only there was some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Ulvin?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvin has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that.
That was,
I think the bristlebacks came out of Ulvin's old mine.
I know what you did
Now,
last time.
there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
You get scared too. Two scaredy beaties together. Two scaredy beaties together. Love you too, B.
So about Ulvin.
Around here, everything's about Ulvin.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
I don't like this
Well,
old
if I'm up that
guy.
way, I'll
Already.
talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have... Order him first.
Isn't it already here? Oh, can't fast travel. Can there.
Didn't expect to see you up and about.
Sends to my stash.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way.
Fuck you.
Move those feet.
What's your problem? Almost ready to go?
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts! I am with a customer!
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red! How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive, done in one, machine wrecking,
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom! And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
Actually, yeah, we're gonna call it here. We've been on for about to be 6 hours. I'm about to go eat some food, and this freaking Jack and Coke has got me a little twisted. So the aim's getting a little shoddy. But we're going to be hosting my boy, that guy Superman. He is on playing the same game. So we're gonna drop the love on him. I'm gonna go heat up my pad to you. I have not eaten since breakfast. Starting. Appreciate everybody that's here. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. I will be on, not tomorrow. Saturday is my girls' day. I'll be on Sunday and Monday. Appreciate the love, Junie. I'm still expecting that picture. Thank you for stopping by after you get out of work or wherever you were. Appreciate the love. It's always good to see the old homies. That's how I feel. It gives that old feel back. And when all of us are in the room, it definitely gives that old feel. But yeah, appreciate old and new. Thank you for everybody coming by. Awful, Retro, that guy Superman, Low Key, Wayne, Big Time, appreciate you. Spartan Jr., SBG, Super Black Gaming. My homegirl Miki, appreciate you stopping by. Zay, thank you. Make sure to go show some love to my boy, that guy Superman, and join the YouTube as well. If they down to play Smite, I'm with it, bro. Yeah, just send me a message, yo. Just hit the Discord up. See what people are trying to do, man. Not Discord. Hit the group chat up on Instagram, man. See what everybody trying to do, man. Because if not, I'm taking this downstairs. And I got the Xbox downstairs, too. So it's nothing to just switch it up. But let me know. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a good one. And like I always say, man, if we don't swim together, we drown alone. You bug!